They
What?
let you keep that?
They let you keep the gun? Meow.
A photographic print of a really adorable cat.
I don't like cats in Great Britain. They have very low voices, and it scares me.
Meow.
Which Bobby is this? Oh god.
There's a lot of
there's
Bobbies.
so many.
Many Bobbies. Hello everybody, welcome back to Case 5 of the Great Ace Attorney. We're here talking to Gregson, who is simping really hard to Iris, so hopefully he'll give us some actual information. Who knows?
I'm very
don't
immense.
like how you said that.
What?
It's immensely difficult to call it anything else, KV.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Are you upset at the? Are you upset that the word describes it correctly, or are you upset at something else?
I guess I don't know what simp means then, to be quite honest.
This is still better than dealing with some of Fate Grand Order's bullcrap.
I don't know, because I don't play Fate.
Jack the Ripper is all I'm going to say. Do not Google that.
Understood. Anyway.
I'm definitely not gonna now. Yeah.
Very scared.
You probably should be.
I couldn't help noticing, Inspector.
What? Out of it, sunshine.
Well, there seems to be a marked difference between the way you talk to me and Iris.
What's not so silly? I'm a copper. We don't go in favoritism.
Really?
Shut up, simp.
But he's right. You do treat us differently.
Yeah, because those adventures are heard action stories, that's why.
Oh.
I clap open then, don't I? Inspector Tobias Gregson.
Oh, well, yes, because you're an acquaintance of Hurley's.
What did you write about the inspector, Iris?
I don't remember, really.
Gonna show him the lines. Gregson is the smartest of Scotland Yarders, is how he put it.
Oh, did I write that?
You know what that line did for me? Ugh. The very next month, my pay doubled! Doubled, I tell you!
That's a good thing, isn't it? Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, because everyone at the yard reads them. They read all the old Extreme stories.
Why do you sound mad?
They even set a fan club for me.
Of course. That explains everything. It was around that time that you became such a toady to me.
What?
Can you so Lewis, think of how Gumshoe acted in the first Ace Attorney about, like, he would be mad about the dumbest things, but
No,
it was
the
actually
fact that
good.
It's the fact that even she called him a toady.
He's not an idiot.
Oh my god.
Can you blame me? All it takes is one bad word for you, and Sholmes could change his tune about me. Gregson? No. The guy detective will say, he's getting quite over 80 these days. Think what happened to my Saturday if that came out in print, eh?
So you're
So
saying
why are you... He's admitting that he only acts nice to Iris because it keeps his livelihood going.
Yeah.
Can we just talk about how a little girl's keeping him hostage?
Can we talk about the fact that he has divulged all this information to said girl,
Yeah.
who now holds his fate in her hands?
Yeah, his whole lifestyle.
And he has very much admitted that he pretty much doesn't care about her as a person as much as he cares about her as a vehicle for his salary.
The whole thing gives me the willies. I can't tell you how many nights I've slept and sleep I've lost worrying about it.
But that would never happen, Greg, see?
Every month a new dance magazine comes out. My hands are trembling as I turn the pages.
Oh, how awful for you. Here, have some more tea to settle your nerves.
Tea is the answer to everything.
Clearly. Maybe Naruhodo needs to start carrying some tea.
Lovely. Tired very much. That really hit the spot, your ladyship.
Tea total.
What?
Tea total.
Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah. There's something I was supposed to talk to you about actually, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes? What is it?
I've got an important message from you. I clean forgot about it until now.
An important message. I wonder what it could be.
Drink more Ovaltine.
No. Are you gonna tell me what this important message is then, Inspector?
Oh yeah, we were just building suspense, you know.
Yeah, it's about that young lady who's normally by your side. Your assistant.
Dear Susie, is she alright?
She's at the station, isn't she?
Sorry.
It's alright. Being questioned, I
oh.
believe.
I was very, very intense and wanted to tell you this. No, not anymore. She had to head off.
Head off? Where?
But old Strongheart's office, of course. He summoned her.
Oh yeah, the telegram. Oh, of course. I'd forgotten about that.
One of the whipstocks there took her to the yard. Sorry, I am so combobulated because of her ladyship right here.
I was gonna say.
She's right there. She's right there. Just don't make direct eye contact.
Yes, I understand. One of the whipstocks took her there to the yard carriage after we finished questioning her. But she asked her to tell us that she didn't have to fare to the return journey to go and meet her there. He's gone on. He's in Scotland. The hours of blooming messenger service.
I see. Well, thank you for passing that on, Inspector.
Why did Susie have to go see the Lord Chief Justice?
She didn't tell me. But I better head over to the Lord Chief Justice's office to fetch her straight away. Alright, we'll go do that right now then.
And bye, Miss Naruhodo, and your ladyship.
I can't. This is just so much.
Please stop simping. Please. I beg you. I can't.
16th of April, British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice's office. Yes.
What's Dracula?
No matter how many times I come here, I always get the same sense of oppressiveness somehow.
Perhaps the same can be said of all offices.
Do you think the place is oppressive? I think it's normal.
How so? We're inside a clock! It's an office inside a clock!
I mean, look at that suit of armor over there. You can't take that seriously, can you?
Maybe it thinks the same about you. Ooh, what?
So everything is clear with regard to tomorrow's arrangements, I trust.
That's...
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you. There they are, Susato-san and Lord Strongheart.
This area looks like a boss arena.
Right?
I wonder what they're talking about. They both look very serious.
Like, now that we have perspective for how they look like that far away, I feel like this is like a Dark Souls boss area.
Or
Castlevania, yeah, obviously that one, the obvious one. Very good. There is nothing further to discuss. You may return to your lodgings. No doubt you have much to do in preparation of your return to your homeland.
Wait. What did he just say? Your return to your homeland. Susato-san!
Yes, can we help you?
You're not Susato-san.
Miss Naruhodo.
What was all that about?
Well, I wanted to find out how I could kill Dracula, and I was asking this man right here.
Ah, Mr. Naruhodo. Thank you for coming to collect your colleague.
What's this all about? Why were you talking about Miss Susato's return to her homeland? And... tomorrow? Remember when I said I'm probably going to be saying a lot of things in the trial?
I also know the first
I'm going
case
to
of
die.
the second game, so I know exactly what's going to...
I'm going to die.
Tomorrow? But what about Jenny's trial?
You mean... she's been formally charged now? Oh dear.
Well, this is happening.
Uh-huh. Mrs. Sato, what's all this about?
Oh, please, don't concern yourself, Mr. Naruhodo.
I am concerned. You're my assistant. Hello?
Don't worry about it. We're just going up to the American mountains to study in the American shrines. Don't worry about it.
Japanifornia.
Oh.
The end of the first Ace Attorney.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
Maya leaves on the train to go to her American village
to sit under an American
in the American
waterfall.
mountains.
Okay,
Study
I
in
was
the American
confused
shrines.
because I thought because I mean the text of Japan, so I was just like, wait, why is she going to America? Okay.
It's only me going back
good.
to America.
Okay.
It's only me going back to.
America.
Your life here can continue just as.
That's not what I asked. What happened? Why are you leaving?
My father. He's fallen ill.
Oh no!
Professor Mikatoba?
Oh no, I don't remember your voice.
Too bad, here you go.
Oh no. Where were you? You were like a deeper Phoenix, I think. It's like Phoenix was around here and then you were down about here. Yes, okay. If I may,
Yes. Sorry?
you must be the defendant. Rinosuke Naruhodo, I believe.
Yes. Yes, that's right.
My name is Eugene Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensics medicine at Yume University. We received an international telegram from the Empire of Japan informing us of the news.
10 days ago, father collapsed of a fever. The cause is apparently unknown. And it seems he grows weaker day by day.
I don't believe it.
As you are aware, the voyage from here to your country's capital, Tokyo, takes some 50 days. I thought it would be prudent to hasten Miss Susato's departure as much as possible.
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks, Dracula.
You're very welcome.
We'll leave London first thing tomorrow morning.
I can't believe this is happening.
Gina has been charged. She'll have to appear in court.
Yes, she was formally charged a few hours ago, and the date of the trial has already been set for tomorrow.
No! Not even 24 hours later?
Gina! Ah, the Lestrade girl and the murder of the Baker Street pawnbroker, yes. An all too
Conspicuous?
Transpicuous? Alright. An all too conspicuous case. The pickpocket was clearly disturbed mid-robbery and shot the man in a panic. No, the yard is overstretched as it is. Without wasting time on these open and shut cases.
It's not wasting time! Jeannie would never do something like that!
Mr. Naruhodo!
Yes, Lord Strawheart?
In deference of your fine services to date, I shall overlook this young girl's insolence. But I have no recollection of admitting a child into my office. Leave. Now.
Of course, Lord Strongheart.
Criminals will tell the most palpable lies in order to evade justice. The police can ill afford the time it takes to unravel all their untruths. Meanwhile, more crimes are perpetrated. We have far more serious matters with which to contend.
Serious matters? Didn't Gregson mention something like that yesterday?
Oh, yes, he did.
Yes, Inspector Gregson made similar remark yesterday.
We can all read your mind, Mr. Naruhodo. It's no concern of yours, though I'm sure I need not remind you of that. 3 minutes precisely until my next meeting. You must excuse me.
There's just one more thing, Lord Strongheart.
Which is?
It's Miss Lestrade's trial. I wonder if you might permit me to defend her.
A timely suggestion.
Sorry?
The girl currently has no representation.
But that's not fair.
She did turn them away.
Yes, she may be a pickpocket, but she still deserves a fair trial.
Do not misunderstand me, young lady. The government provides for those too poor to afford representation with a public defender. The accused need only sign the relevant paperwork, and a defense barrister will be assigned to the case. However, the young girl in question has refused that right.
Why would she do that?
Question you would do well to direct at Miss Lestrade. You'll find her at the local prison.
Yes, thank you.
Now then, it's time I was leaving. Good day to you. Lord Dracula out.
Bye, Dracula.
What a day. Gina charged with murder. Susato-san's about to leave.
Chong's in the hospital.
And the prom's tomorrow!
Come, Mr. Naruto, Iris. We must make haste.
The prom's theme is clearly a crime scene, apparently.
But Susie, you're leaving for Japan tomorrow morning, aren't you? Don't you have packing and things to do?
As Mr. Naruto's judicial assistant, my personal circumstances are of no consequence. My sole purpose remains to help you in whatever way I can.
Thank you, Miss Susato. That's a very pensive look.
No, let her pack. At this point, it's sink or swim, Rinosuke. Figure
She-
it out on your own, dude.
She's the one who's doing it herself. I don't think she's gonna say no.
Yeah,
think we
he should tell her not to. Come on, Rinosuke.
Rinosuke still lacks a lot of confidence, I'm sorry to say.
I think we ought to visit Gina first. In any case, I should like to wish her well before I leave.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Let's go.
If I'm honest, this has completely thrown me off. I'll just have to do what I can, as a lawyer. God, this place is so ominous. That sound,
I love this place so much.
The ambience in this is so, like, it's great, but also, like, freaking ominous.
No, I love that place so much because it reminds me of both the clock tower from Castlevania and Dracula's throne room from the beginning of Symphony of the Night.
16th of April, local prison, cell 13.
Naruhodo, just think, what would Asogi do? Asogi. Remember, Naruhodo, it's illegal to lick doorknobs in other planets.
What? What?
Even Gina's like, what? Anyway.
Boy, are you cracked?
Hello again, Gina. Oh my god.
You know, but
Coming into my prison cell talking about licking doorknobs in other planets. Not to put a doorknob through your head. What are you lot here for now?
You know, we could
What
have
if you
run
brings up
away,
a doorknob?
Gina.
If one of you brings up a doorknob, I swear.
We could have ran away the time it took you to load that.
I know, right?
You could have, but you did.
To have the muzzle of that grenade launcher shoved in our face yet again, obviously.
The plane slowly backs away.
I think I need to improve the way you load ammunition at that thing, don't I?
Look! You can come as many times as you like, but I ain't got nothing more to say to you.
Gina, I wonder if you might hear me out. There's something I'd like to say. Sorry to say that I must reluctantly bid you farewell.
You know, I realize Naruhodo is the only dude in this whole group right now.
Eh? Farewell.
Naruhodo's the only dude in the group, period. Because
Naruhodo-
let's face it, Sholmes is an idiot.
Naruhodo and all of his female sidekicks.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I must begin my journey back home, to Japan. I fear we may never meet again.
You know, when you put it that way, Naruhodo and all his female sidekicks, it really makes it sound very anime.
I mean, it is.
It's also the running joke because every sidekick, I think up to date right now, has been a female sidekick.
I know, but it's just like, really putting that in the forefront of my mind right now. Oh, right.
I had the pleasure of meeting so many lovely people here in London. I have so many wonderful memories. And yet, as things stand now, it will be a glum parting indeed. Poor Iris is so miserable.
Susie.
Well, that ain't my business.
Both Iris and Mr. Naruhodo believe you are to be innocent, Gina. They've put their faith in you. But somehow, you can't find it in your heart to put their faith in them.
Yeah, that's right, I can't. What of it?
It grieves me greatly to have to say goodbye to my friends while they are so clearly unhappy. Because of you.
What? It's my fault?
Yes. So I have one final request, Gina, before our paths never cross again. Right here and now, I want you to show both of them that you don't deserve the faith they've invested in you.
This is going places.
Mm-hmm.
Eh?
Only by doing that, will you truly be as alone as you claim to be.
What are you talking about? What do you expect me to do, eh?
You've told us that everyone lies. So prove it by admitting one of your own untruths.
What about what you said before, Ginny? You said something about unforgivable lies.
You must tell Mrs. Naruhodo.
No.
You must tell Mr. No. You must tell
Naruto
Mrs.
over there, like that's not my name. That's
Mr.
why.
No. You must. I'm trying to add some levity to the situation right now. You must tell Mr. Naruhodo and Iris the truth now. That is my last request before I leave. My last request as judicial assistant.
No, I can't.
Whatever these lies are, they're obviously weighing very heavily on Gina's mind. Gina, I could be wrong, but is it something to do with what happened 2 months ago? Something about that trial? The one in which Magnus McGilded was acquitted.
Don't forget, kids, I'm here forever.
The case of that mysterious murder that took place inside the omnibus. You were called as a witness by the prosecution. Is that what this is about?
Yeah, you're right. Because in that trial, I lied. I lied like you wouldn't believe. Or I guess like you would believe since, you know, he was innocent.
Will you tell us about it now? Well, the court deemed him innocent, but I think we chose the options where we weren't sure if he was. we as the players, I remember this, because there was a choice where you could say he was innocent, or you could just say you had doubts, and we went with the we had doubts route.
We had doubts, but we had no evidence.
Yep.
Like you said, it all happened 2 months ago. The coppers got hold of me and shoved me in the witness stand.
And based on your testimony, Mr. McGilder was declared innocent.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I lied about a whole bunch of stuff.
I knew it.
What sort of thing did you lie about?
I was hiding under the seat that night. That was the truth. It was pitch black in that little cubbyhole. I couldn't see a thing. And then...
That's a loud thud.
I heard that loud thud, like someone falling to the floor.
And that's when
That's when Mr. Oh.
And that's when Mr. McGilder discovered you.
Yeah. He pulled me out from under the seat and sat me next to the dead man. They weren't much light to see by, but when I looked at me hands, I had the cove's blood all over them. I was so scared I couldn't even speak.
You had his blood on your hands. In other words, it was Gina that the witnesses on the roof deck saw through the skylight.
Miss Nikita started asking you questions, I suppose.
I was like, oh yeah, Naruho's still talking, so it's good Naruho's still right now, and then I was like, brain. Wait a minute.
Who you were and why you were hiding under that seat?
Yeah, he did. Only, that's not all.
What do you mean?
I mean, he threatened me.
Threatened you how?
He made me swear. About what I'd seen and what I'd heard. And about what he was gonna do after the cove was found dead. He made me swear I wouldn't tell no one about any of it. If I did that, he said he'd let me scarp her before the cops showed up.
Gina, you must tell me what he swore you to secrecy about. What you saw, what you heard. Everything. Woo! Okay.
Whoa, that's a lot.
What you saw, what you heard, and everything.
Yeah. You said McGilder made you swear not to tell anybody what you saw. But you were in the pitch black compartment under the seat the whole time, weren't you?
Yes, with Miss Nikita sitting above you, your head, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's true, but... It was when I heard the thud of the cove hitting the floor. I let out a little scream, see? Couldn't help it. McGilder heard that and dragged me out by my arm. And that's when I saw it. It was on the floor next to Yogisa where I'd been stabbed. A disc. All bright and shiny.
Disc?
Do you mean...
Yeah, that's it. The one with the D took off me at Windy Banks.
So the music box disc was there, on the floor of the omnibus.
Not for long. McGilder spotted it straight away. He picked it up smartish and stuffed it in his inside pocket.
So that disc was in the omnibus 2 months ago, at the scene of Mr. Mason's murder.
And the bog trotter told me I weren't to mutter a word of it to no one.
Alright, this will be the last thing we're gonna hear.
'Cause it was so dark under that seat in the cab. I was straining my ears the whole time. After a while, I heard the door and footsteps inside the cabin.
Presumably, that was
I need to
McGilder.
stop.
See, it's hard! It's hard, right?
Everyone's not a Hodo.
Presumably, that was McGilder getting on board.
Nah, not only him.
No.
So I could definitely make out the footsteps of 2 people.
In that case, it would seem likely that it was Miss McGilded and the victim.
Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason.
In his testimony during the trial, Mr. McGilded claimed he slept during the carriage ride.
But whenever I'm in the carriage, I'm taken with the fierce tiredness, and I always succumb to it.
Your own testimony, Gina, supported this.
All I could hear was the Irishman snorting. Yeah, that weren't exactly true. Neither of them was asleep. I could hear him talking the whole time, in low voices.
What? What were they talking about?
Sorry, I don't know. The sound of the horses and the wheels was too loud.
That still tells us something. Mr. McGilded and the victim knew each other.
So McGilded was lying, as I suspected. And then we're going to figure out the rest of this in the next video, because we're out of time. We're learning things now 2 months later, and when the guy's already dead. But, you know, here we are.
We just
Now I
have
have
to
to
shame
leave for
Gina.
Japan. Bye.
We just have to shame Gina.
Yeah, pretty much.